Hit somebody.
He's gonna hit a house over. Just completed the long trek from Austin, Texas to Northwoods Black, and practiced until I couldn't anymore, just to really mainly get the body back in tune. Got some thunder looming. That means lightning, y'all. So yeah, mainly just wanted to get the body moving and prepped after 15 plus hours of driving in the last 24 hours of existence. So we're here for Ledgestone Week, Northwoods Black, Eureka Temp. Really excited for Northwoods Black, but you know what? I'm gonna do my best to be excited for Eureka as well, because the more excited you are, the better you are gonna perform. So we're here, time to get up for it. Competition starts Thursday, so got 2 full days to get it in and get as much work as I possibly can on these 2 tracks. A little muddy on the black this evening. Got through half the course, threw some shots, lots of extras. Did some looking for discs. Reminded myself the hard way that fun shots are no longer fun at the black. So excited to keep it going in these next 2 days in tournament prep. Who knows, maybe I'll break up the vlog as like pre-tourney and post-tourney and during tourney, something like that. Maybe do 3 little snippets or something like that. Not sure that I'm gonna do daily, but you never know. Maybe I will. Behold the beauty that is Mother Nature. Y'all see the little bat? It's over 90% humidity right now, and I don't know if you can see this big guy in the background there. That big thing. Yeah, more humidity on the way. What a beautiful cloud, though. Give us more. There you go. After all my travel from Europe back to Texas, now from Texas to Illinois, my body's feeling like absolute garbage. Plus, probably haven't been having the best eating habits over that time, and haven't been in the gym. So it was nice to get back in the gym yesterday during the drive, as well as today to break it up, get back to my daily backwards walking on the treadmill, some pull-ups, some push-ups, and some dips, all that good stuff. Get the body moving, hang from the bar, decompress, all the stuff I like to do on the daily. And yeah, so heading into Kroger now, pick up some supplies. Thinking tonight we're just gonna do a salad bag and get some stuff for some tuna and PB&J Sammy's. Keep it budget friendly and keep it on the healthy mode this week. Gotta prepare for Ledgestone. All right, top of the morning, you guys. We're back stateside, getting ready for the Ledgestone Insurance Open. Just had my first night's sleep up here in Peoria. It was pretty hot when I went to bed. I think it was like 95% humidity with the storms going on. At one point I plugged my fan. I plugged it into the outlet, but forgot to plug the other side into the fan. So I woke up in the middle of the night just so hot. But then once I got that plugged in and got that turned on, definitely helped a little bit. I was able to sleep in until 10, which is pretty late for me. I typically don't do that. But I've been needing to catch up on some lost sleep, so felt like a necessity today. Now, time to go get some breakfast and coffee, but first, let's check on the Bonsai friends back in the van. Okay, we've had a lot of crazy growth while they were hanging out at my mom's house in the backyard, getting that full sun. This little maple probably was about 4 inches shorter last time I groomed it up. This little guy, if you don't remember, was always dormant for over a year. But patience and putting in that work every day. Finally got this little, I think it's like a hedge maple, some kind of maple. Finally got that guy to pop, really cool. Also, check out how big and crazy the acacia has gotten. This thing is bushy. You can't even see that below it. The crabapple has also recovered and is now tossing off some leaves. Little lime friend, not as much. Don't know if he's gonna make it, but yeah, there's some good growth going on in the bonsai forest. Apparently we had a little mushroom come up last night, already withered away. But we know flowers are good luck, and we have a dandelion flower right here. Super cute, y'all. I'm gonna place this snail outside since he was on my little baby fern over there, and you know the fern, we ain't got enough ferns for you to be eating them, so. Also, we have a whole colony of new spiders thanks to this mama spider who successfully gave birth to multiple egg sacs, it looks like. Stored tons of flies in there for them to eat on, so we got some new spiders hanging out, and probably gonna give these guys a haircut maybe later today. Try to trim them down and get them to shape and branch the way that I'm envisioning. So yeah, there's a little bonsai update. Time to go get some food. Nom nom. Right here in East Peoria, West Peoria. No, this is regular Peoria proper. Leaves and beans. Well, I thought about sitting outside in the fresh air, but thought it was about as far as I got there after sleeping in the heat. Feels like Europe all over again, so I'm gonna savor the AC while I can. Yeah. Lucky number 10 for the 10-10 birthday. The stars are aligning, y'all. All right, I got this Sugar Daddy 16 ounce ice breve. That means you gotta add a third shot because you gotta get the ratios proper. And this one comes with hazelnut and caramel. Let's see. It's alright. Not too bad. I'm gonna give it. Hold on. Alright, we needed a second sip there to make a decision. Out of 10, I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna get like a 5.5. It's definitely better than the middle, but I've had a lot better, that's for sure. All right, now we're getting into the egg wedge. We got double egg. I don't see no butter on that bun, but it is some fresh ciabatta. Had to go Colby Jack because if you do American cheese, and like Will Ferrell said in Talladega Nights, F you, bacon and sausage. I could go for some kind of a sauce on here, and then it might be a little more elevated. Maybe I'll see if I can scrounge up some sauce. Or, you know, to be fair, you should just try it as is. Because that's how it's served, right? Cute plate, extra points. As is, no sauce. Pretty solid. I'm gonna give it 6.5, but toss a little aioli on there. Might be a minute. Just arrived here at Eureka Lake. Time to get an afternoon practice round in. Got all fueled up this morning with some decent coffee and sandwich. You know, definitely not itching to go back, but sometimes you're in a town where you don't have too many other options. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Let me know if you have any recommendations in this area for a good spot to get coffee and breakfast. Anyways, we got 2 more days to prepare, so I'm gonna try to jam pack a lot of practice in this afternoon, play the lake, and then probably head over to the black and play the back 9 since I only played the front 9 yesterday evening when I got in. And yeah, just try to make the most out of this practice time, make sure my body feels good and my game plan feels ready come Thursday. Well, you guys practiced half of hole 1 after warming up. Got lightning delayed off the course and just restarted hole 1. I've only thrown 27 discs into the water so far, so good to go. No, yeah, you gotta love being not warmed up, throwing your driver into the water. I threw 4 good dogs in there over and over, and then finally made an adjustment and overturned one a million miles. But anyways, we're off to the races. I just need to hopefully Maybe I'm gonna swim for my discs later. You don't love swimming in the lake, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, especially when OTB is not vending here this week, so I can't just go grab some fresh dogs. What if I told you threw a good tee shot? And there was your basket. Hole 12 Northwood, baby. One of the best holes of all time. Challenging, but amazing. Honestly, I think playing Northwood Black is worth it solely for hole 12. One of, if not the best, par 5 in the world in terms of if you want something that's challenging but fair, especially in the newest iteration, looking really good. Just as clean as it ever has, and still equally as challenging. What a difficult hole, but also what an amazing hole. Earlier, I had a practice round in over at Eureka with Copter Raven Newsom and Justin Rozak. Played the first 12 with them up till the water tower hole. Most of you guys are probably familiar with that one. And then Macbeth joined me and Raven for the back 6-7 holes because Rozak was only playing the front. And so, yeah, we had a little trade-off. Good vibes in the practice round. Still kind of shaking off the travel on the body, I feel like. So, came out here to Northwood Black to play the back 9 right now before it gets dark. And I got tomorrow to either play 1 or 2 practice rounds, depending on how I'm feeling. And just get myself ready to play. I know these courses, I know what you got to do. At this point, with kind of a short prep week, I kind of tried to just focus on getting a lot of reps in so that my body is ready for the load, more so than really making sure I have to perfect every hole, because I've played a lot of these holes in the past. And yeah, I know the shots that I need to birdie. I just got to get myself feeling spry and loose. So, finish out these back couple holes. Got the beautiful sunset happening. Honestly, I'm skipping 13, 14 because of that. Gets pretty dark looking for your disc and that stuff. So here we'll hit 15, play the last 4, and we'll get ready to make the most out of our Wednesday final practice day tomorrow. Flip this around for y'all. Hole 15. What an awesome par 4. Northwood Black, definitely one of my favorite courses I've ever played. Well worth the trip. Good morning, you guys. It is Wednesday, final day of preparation for the Ledgestone Insurance Open. And we got a much better looking breakfast today. So I'm excited to try this spot here in Morton, Illinois. I'm at Ellie's Coffee Shop. Got the Miel Breve, which has the honey and cinnamon. Got the extra shot of espresso. So cheers to a beautiful day, final day of preparation. The lighting is crazy now that I'm doing this whole thing. I feel like I look very kind of horror movie-esque over here, but don't mind me. This is good. The Miel has been like all the rave recently in coffee shops. I feel like just honey and cinnamon, but has a breve with that extra shot. Since 16 ounces is the smallest I get, definitely ain't getting 2 shots. You gotta have 3 for that ratio. Honestly, maybe even 4, but it's pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. Maybe one of my favorite Miels I've ever had. I've only maybe had 2 or 3, but you know, hard competition there. So I'm gonna give it 7.5, maybe even close to 8, because it's just solid. Don't really feel like I can get too much better unless you made a smaller drink size so I can get a 12 ounce and have a better coffee to milk ratio. But pretty happy with that for sure. And I got the garden something sandwich. Looks like it's on ciabatta with eggs, spinach. There's like sun-dried tomatoes and goat cheese or something mashed together at the top there. Looks fire. Smells pretty good. I'm guessing it's gonna be satisfactory.
All the cereals. Like sometimes she'll just crave cereal and go buy it, but she only eats it that one time and she never eats it again. So I got to keep up with the cereal. That's me. You like cereal?
There's some kind of sweet element in there too. Didn't expect that. That's pretty good. Fresh bread, good ingredients. Pretty darn happy with Ellie's, especially for a small town like Morton. Apparently the pumpkin capital of the world, so, you know, but unfortunately we're not going to be here for pumpkin spice latte season, but that's fine by me, because I'm not really a big pumpkin spice latte girl anyways, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Give him the sandwich at 8. Yeah, if you're in the area, you're gonna come check out Northwoods Black. This spot's maybe only 10 minutes from the course. Definitely a good spot to fill you up before you go play in the woods. Okay, you guys, watering the bonsai before I hit the course, and a couple updates. We got one of these, I forget what they're called. Sometimes they're called bagworms. This guy's like maybe he is a bagworm, I guess, but he's got all this debris of dead like insect carcasses on him, and even has a dead ant attached to his little setup. Super cool. Also, dandelion flower opening up a bit for us this morning. It's gonna be a good week. Just got the tea times for round 1, playing with my guy Freddie Mesa and a fellow Texan, Jaden Rye. So we got a 3 out of 4 Texas card. Should be good vibes. And yeah, letting these guys get a little bit of sun after I water them before I hit the track. Gonna practice Northwoods Black today, and probably head over to Eureka for just to play the opening stretch there. Maybe even just holes like 1 through 12 or something like that. And yeah, should be a good day, final day of preparation. Oh, you know, just me and the homie. Where you going, homie? Just working on some poison ivy control out here. Of course, maintenance, we appreciate it. We appreciate it, man. That's right, I'm talking to you. Totally just punched a tree on the last one. Whoopsies. It was accidental, not on purpose. The dangers of the profession, you know. The tree caught the 1-2 whop whop. As you can tell by the lack of dryness left on my shirt, it's hot out here. And the humidity point, I remember the other day when I looked, it got up to like 95. It's probably a little bit less than that right now, but humidity is real here at Northwood Black, especially where there's just no airflow. Man, stay hydrated, kids. Also always super satisfying to get a park job here on hole 8, Northwood Black. A nice downhill par 3, out of bounds right there, just outside the bullseye on the right. Not quite parked, I guess, technically, but close enough to count for birdie. You got the beautiful wall back here collecting those shots that are committed long. Let's grab our birdie. Yeah, I can do it left-handed. Left-handed while filming? My left hand's so bad, you guys. Disclaimer. Let's go. Esmontini for the dies. Look at that beauty. Is it just me, or does anyone else get the urge to just run through the cornfield and get lost? I don't know though. Stuff's pretty tall. The corn looking ready too. Launch. Always love this field of flowers here as you walk to the 18th. Anyone know the species here? Let me know in the comments. We got these pink guys. Got these yellow dudes. Pretty. She's a bee flying up to that one. Mainly just the pink and yellow variety here. Maybe the marigold and something else, but the pollinators are loving it. And so do we. Well, if you've never played Northwood Black, And it is a great course, but prepare yourself to look for some discs as soon as you miss the fairway. I'm running back to go look for my American flag see-through Athena, which turns out really hard to find in the woods. So maybe I need to rethink my love of the tie-dye color fairway drivers out here in Northwoods. Would you look at that? Finally found it. Time to go rethrow 18 real quick. Get a little lunch, and then Eureka Lake for the opening stretch. Pretty Mesa sighting and a beaver, y'all. They scared it off, of course.
Adios, guys.
Adios, amigo.
This is a tactic shot. Oh, I was doing MD5. Reach.
Definitely not a tactic shot.
So easy. Hey.
I thought you were going to say something profound, Gannon.
No, there's not really anything going on in my brain. It all just comes out as Chinese. Comes out as grass run. Mr. Grass run. Do you actually go forehand here? Nope.
He goes forehand everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, dude, the one year I split like this one. It was the worst shot ever. That was my shank year. It was like three. It was like every other weekend I'd be on or off. And I literally went through this first
Those were the good old days.
Yeah. It was so fun to watch.
Alright.
We were starting together.
Well.
And neither one of us had a license. But he would shank all week and then win.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That well?
Oh, sorry.
It makes it pretty easy. No, you're good. I'm just going to get it if anyone uses, you know.
How far?
Pretty far. P-Diddy.
MD 3.5. Yes, please.
This was actually the end of AJ Rhodes' career. But his second career was just beginning.
Zoom or no zoom?
It was the beginning of his
Zoom,
second
please.
career.
All right.
This filming. He's the best cameraman as the
Bioneri.
that you every second. He does. Oh, it's so fun. You're like, move left, move right, move left. I feel like that shot should be fun too.
Yeah, one more though.
No! You can't hit it, dude. I can't. Whoa! You're gonna hit somebody. You're not gonna
He's gonna hit a house over.
No, I don't think it is.
Anyone walking on the sidewalk is just.
Last try. Further back, please. I miss. Oh, it's too hot. No, I just need to throw it harder. I'm not getting enough speed. Yeah, but not that close. I need more speed. Alright, I'm just gonna send it. I kind of counts. Is that okay if I just throw that? Yeah, you're good. No! How is it not hitting you? Heads up, guys. I'm gonna try to hit the water tower. But you should be fine. No! Oh.
Go in.
Why is it so far?
Woo, feeling pretty beat. Just finished practice round number 2 of the day. Oh, played 12 holes at least. So again,
Silas tried to hit the water tower, and then I figured it was a good time to stop anyways, because I was thinking about being done after the water tower hole anyways. Seeing as I already played 18 today, and you know, these 2.5 days of prep were mainly about just trying to get as many reps as I could, get the body ready for the load of throwing. I know the shots that I need to play well on these courses, and I know I have the shots that I need to do that, so time to go out there and focus, try to rest up for these next 14, 15 hours, whatever I got, until I got to tee off at 11:52 tomorrow with the homie Freddie, fellow Texan Jaden Rye. So we got the Texas card. Gotta love it. Had a little peanut butter, banana, and honey Sammys earlier in between the 2 rounds. Now I'm debating if I want to go get something nice and hot and savory, or just do more of that and save me some money. I guess you guys will know what I end up deciding. Well, I was thinking about doing Culver's, since, you know, it might not be local, but it's regional to this area, I'd say, you know, being only 1 state away from Wisconsin. But instead I opted to look into some local spots. This spot, Time Kitchen and Craft Beer, has like a couple thousand reviews in a pretty small town and 4.5 stars, so looked like it was well worth the visit. And you know, I sold some shock bags earlier to some fellow competitors because it's so hot and sweaty here, so I'm gonna use that invisible paper money to treat myself to a little dinner before the tournament starts. Get a nice juicy burger, get me all fueled up, night of rest, get some putts up maybe tonight, but I don't know, the bugs get pretty bad here once the sun starts going down, so probably just wake up early, get a putting session in before the official warm-up starts, and get ready to go play smooth and steady at Eureka Lake round 1. By the way, the music's loud in there. I'm not sure if they're playing live music or they just are jamming hard, so may or may not film any clips in there. I might just talk about the food afterwards if it's too loud in there, or if it's I'm gonna get copyright infringement. Oh my god, if you guys know anything about the freaking house flies in the Midwest, they're something else. Every time you walk back into your vehicle, you got 27 of them in there. No kidding. The maple something sauce had to get with the fried chicken sandwich. Alright, I'm not gassing you guys. Time Kitchen Craft Beer. Definitely check it out if you're in Peoria, because it was fire. Those fries, I can't really think of any fries I've liked more. They were crispy, but still like not just super thin, and perfect little square cut with like the cornstarch on the outside to make them extra crispy. There's a maple Dijon barbecue dipping sauce. That was a must get with the fries. I'm giving the fries 9 out of 10. I don't really know how they can get much better, to tell you the truth. They're like right up there. And then the sauce having all that depth of flavor with the sweet maple kind of finish was a really good pairing. And then the chicken sandwich, also really good. Maybe not quite on the level of the fries, but I did like it a lot. It had pimento cheese. It also had some kind of a maple barbecue sauce or something like that, and crispy onions, lettuce, tomato, and pickles. So it was a good, well-dressed chicken sandwich. The chicken was delicious, cooked perfectly, and it was thigh meat, which, you know, we're always going for that extra flavor, extra fat. I think on the sandwich, I'll give it a good 8.4. You know, it's right there, pretty top tier. I don't know, maybe there's a way you could wow me a little more. I'm not sure I can give it quite the 9. You know what, we'll give it the 8.5. It deserves it. 8.5 though. Time Kitchen Craft Beer. Check it out for sure if you're in the area.